we'll see Ryan Tannehill and the Tennessee Titans taking on Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons.
First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tennessee Titans. Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And we are underway from Atlanta. Khalif Raymond now. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Titans set to take over behind their quarterback, Ryan Tannehill.
A terrific athlete, started at wide receiver before becoming the starting quarterback at Texas A&M, and also took his studies pretty seriously as well. He was a biology.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Raymond now on the return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He'll be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle was there but couldn't bust free. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Now pass hauled in downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that...
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
And now the Titans will line up to go for 2. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. So why go for that there? First half, you could have tied the game at 7. Why try to get the lead?
Feels like an analytics call, doesn't it? That's starting to really get into the game where they're studying where you can make extra points and the whole deal and, get an advantage. But I don't know that we have enough data yet to really say this is the right play or the wrong play. Maybe in 2 or 3 more NFL seasons. Exactly. 2 or 3 more NFL seasons, I think we'll have a much better study and much better case of what we're going to do.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again. Ryan has thrown incomplete. Julio Jones once again the intended target, and it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ryan to the right side and complete to Hurst. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. A shotgun handoff to Henry. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Back to throw, Tannehill. Over the middle to Smith. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down now, it's Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. And he floats one there, incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. is immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Tannehill. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Derrick Henry. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Tannehill. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry.
And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Adam Humphries there to make the grab. And the Titans have taken the lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. So an onside kick fail in the 1st quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we've tried talk along with them and speculate a little bit here. They must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up.
And the defense loses it. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 42 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from moving out in front. And that is how you retaliate after getting scored on one play, big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like two boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit them big.
Raymond now on the return. And able to get this out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to...
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, we know he's got this. There he needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty when you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now it's Tannehill. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here we go on 4th, Tannehill. And that's caught by Smith. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown.
Oh, yeah!
3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. To the air again, Tannehill. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead out 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, it's Ryan. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again. Ryan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. To throw again is Ryan. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this 1st quarter. 2nd quarter now. Titans in possession of the football. Coming up on a 3rd and 4. And right side, Henry's got him. And he is going to have the 1st down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this. Or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Tannehill with a throw caught by Brown. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Titans on third down. They've been flat getting it done, 8 for 9 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. And they'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Tannehill. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now it's Henry. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's Tannehill. And he fires one, but incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
He may try and run for this. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Tannehill. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly. Julio Jones all alone. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown. Falcons. Julio Jones. 88 yards. Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
As soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Raymond now on the return.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. On first down, it's Tannehill. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Throwing again is Tannehill. The open man is Smith. And he will have a Titans first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Over 70 yards receiving now for him in this first half alone, as he's got a first down on that last catch.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And it's caught at the 7-yard line.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Make that now 4 touchdown passes for Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans are going to take the lead. So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Matt Ryan and the Falcons getting ready to go again here on offense. You know, normally he's probably happy with how he's playing. He's playing pretty well, but in the second quarter you look up your team's losing. I don't think any quarterback's satisfied.
Not at all. And what they're really seeking is how do I play even better and inspire my teammates to do exactly the same in order for us to get back on top on the scoreboard. That's when you find out you have a quarterback. If they're just satisfied with their stat line,
they're not really a leader.
Not at all. You just have a guy playing the position.
Throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Zone for a Falcon touchdown. It's Calvin Ridley on the receiving end from Matt Ryan. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And it's second down. Henry. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys. You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him. And they did. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan.
We'll drop this underneath to Gurley.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons. Here's Ryan to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Wrigley. Picked off near the 29, 30. Yeah, 10. Now Brown lost the football. That is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a... Theory, these plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. This is brought in at the 21. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. After the interception, here's Tannehill, eluding the pressure right. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. This is Henry.
And this is going to be a Titans 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
A nice run there on 1st down as Henry uses his size to plow forward. Call it a pickup of 7.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Over the middle to Smith. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Flush to his right. And it's caught on the right side of Smith. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down. A chance to really cap off a big 1st half here as they come up on 1st and goal. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have 1st half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth 1st half that we've seen. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Tannehill escaping the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes goes down. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, he has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and it'll be a turnover on downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you, but the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't.
And he can't get away. Gurley couldn't escape it, and that's going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Now Corey Davis and the rest of his offense getting ready for their next drive, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense, is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Short throw to Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And he'll have it past midfield almost. To the 40 before being taken down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Was looking for Ridley again. And that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again. Running, throwing no, but it's incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And it'll bring up 3rd down. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
A short game that doesn't get him the first down, brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before.
And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked off at the 33.
And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Tannehill. Over the middle here to Brown. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
7 yards the pickup there. 3 yards remain for 2nd down.
Now it's Tannehill. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. And his throw is incomplete. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see today if they rely more on the ground game here.
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead.
And that's caught by Smith. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. A 1st down carry for Henry. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll run with Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. To throw is Tannehill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kicked off around the 41. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. After the interception, here's Ryan. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They go play action now. Ryan. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The time again to see what Ryan Tannehill and the Titans can do. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? So there's one person he can lean on. He's got to
it's a 1st down.
They're playing this game now at their pace. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Before he works it past the 50. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing complete to Davis. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. 11 yards there, 1st down. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? And now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. On 1st down, Tannehill eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair. Because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make...
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Jonnu Smith, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And a good job here by the Falcons, their hands team, able to recover it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Play action. It's Ryan. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
Credit the sack there to Harold Landry.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And the pressure gets to him again. Jayon Brown. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Now Corey Davis and the rest of his offense getting ready for their next drive. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. Here's Tannehill. And right side, Henry's got it. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Tannehill finding Davis for a Titan 1st down.
Now a handoff to Henry. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Here's Tannehill. And his throw here's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This offense has gone for it 5 times already. They're now going to go for a 6th 4th down try. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll run it again with Henry. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line. Has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when you're... Targets aren't open.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt He gets the sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 30 yards.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 35. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis. Interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced. I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling, maybe the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Ryan. And this is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. They'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Looking in zone for Jones. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons get a bit closer.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
And they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. Tannehill on first down. Man open left side is Brown. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making... after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up, and don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. And a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. On first down, Henry. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Tannehill now to throw. Flush to his right. And this one's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Draw play. This is Henry. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
And now a sneak, Tannehill. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
They pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with it back, maybe.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Punching it in from a... And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Joseph on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. Drive in total. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And up 2 scores late. No clue why you do this here, but they're going to go for the onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score.
Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 43 yards. And the Falcons cut into that lead. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdowns. Down catches now.
So pick a route, any route, whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
As this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. 1 play, and they're able to hit pay dirt.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. And Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again.
He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. We'll see if he can do it. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Man, that ain't make no sense.
Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here's Gurley. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, Ryan. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there. So go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the tells us? Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Back to the air, Ryan after the pick 6. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Laquan Treadwell, 43 yards. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Make it to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Again to Henry. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Now it's Tannehill. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. They give it, and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. This one finding the hands of Brandon Powell. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one covers 24 yards. A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The Titans go victory formation down to a knee.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphreys. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Throwing now, Tannehill. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.